my friends don't support me and my habits and this, that, and the fifth. And I understand being an entrepreneur, not everybody is given that vision. Not everyone's given the vision to want to be an entrepreneur, to want to do their own thing, to want to travel the world and et cetera, et cetera. What's up, everybody? It's your girl Jasmine Jones. Make sure to follow me at DJ Panic Attack on Instagram if you're not already, and hit subscribe if you want to see more content like this. So guys, I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I learned today, with one of my mentors. You may know him as Neno. And he went over something this morning that really resonated, and it kind of resonated with where I'm at currently right now, because I want to talk about the extraordinary garden. Because I'm right now here in Florida, okay guys, at my millionaire mentor's home, and I literally manifested this, right? I manifested being here literally a year ago now. And it's so surreal because I keep getting deja vu everywhere. But, I manifested being here. And it all started with the people that I wanted to surround myself with, the environment that I put myself in. And I understand that, a lot of people feel like, oh, well, I would love to be around more positive individuals, but, my family or, my friends don't support me and my habits and this, that, and the fifth. And I understand being an entrepreneur, not everybody is given that vision. Not everyone's given the vision to want to be an entrepreneur, to want to do their own thing, to want to travel the world and et cetera, et cetera. So, but, God gave you that vision, right? And so that being said, you create your own environment. And so I want to get into the most extraordinary garden, which is what I learned today. Now, imagine your mind, okay, guys? Now, don't butcher me with my drawings and everything, okay, guys? But imagine this is your mind, okay? This is your mind. We have a little mini circle, right? And we have some flowers all up in the mind here. All right, guys. I'm just gonna, you guys get the point. Okay. And then here's the rest of your body, right? Okay. Obviously, I'm an entrepreneur, not a drawer, but you guys get the point. This is the garden in your mind, right? And what the garden really symbolizes is obviously your mind. And you gotta think about this. This is the example that really resonated with me, that started to make so much sense. And I want you guys to picture this with me. Imagine you had your own garden in your own home. Like you have your own home, right? Your own mansion, beautiful, right? Like we're in right now. And let's say you had a garden literally like in the midst of your mansion, right? And, maybe there's some negative people outside, that don't believe in you. And you allow them in your home though. You allow them in your home and they're throwing trash everywhere. They're littering all of your stuff. And that's because you allowed them in. They destroyed your garden because you allowed them in. Well, imagine that same example is what you're doing right now when you're listening, with the type of music that you're listening to, the type of people that you're around, constantly. You're hearing all these negative things. And it doesn't matter how positive you think you are. That's what's coming into your mind. And it's trashing your garden. Okay, guys? And this really resonated with me because I used to think, okay, before I started entrepreneurship, I used to think that I was a super positive person until I realized that I was very not optimistic about anything. I always looked towards the things that weren't going to work out all the time, right? And that was because of the things that I allowed into my mind. You see, there's a door at the front of your mansion, right? Which is also your mind. And that door is your choosing to accept or reject whatever comes into your life, right? You have a choice. A lot of people think that they don't have a choice in how they live their life, how they see things, but you have a choice. you always have a choice. And as long as you think that, and know that, and you're aware of that, you'll always be able to open or close that door. So now let's go back to our example of having a garden in your mansion, right? Let's say you have people who are very respectful who come into your home, right? That take care of your home, that clean up after themselves and leave it better than how they found it. That right there, that's right there is the positivity, is the things that you're pouring into your mind, it's the books that you read, the podcasts that you listen to, the mentors that you surround yourself with. And guys, that right there, that's what makes the home even better, even stronger, even, against everything, against the world, right? So, you have to be careful with what you're pouring into your mind, all right? And you have to understand that you create your own environment, like I said before, because you are not a product of your environment. Your environment is a product of you. I didn't have always the best environment. I'm gonna be real. I didn't always have the best environment, but I made sure that I created what I wanted to have in my life. That's why I was able to be positive, through everything in my business. That's why I was able to, I positioned myself around people that were going to pour into me and give value to myself, instead of being around people who think, oh, entrepreneurship is only for rich people, and entrepreneurship is this, that, and the fifth, and you'll never make it, right? Because listen, everyone starts somewhere. Okay, so I want, if you get anything from this training, is that you create your own environment and start today. Do not give yourself excuses, because something that I always say is excuses are tools of incompetence to build monuments of nothingness. The more excuses you give yourself, you won't create anything, and you won't be able to create this life. I created this life that I'm living right now. So what you do today, your future self is going to thank you later. So if you like this training, if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button and share this video with anyone who really needs to hear this. And understand that it's not about the destination, but it's 100% about the journey. So guys, subscribe. Love you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.